Hi guys, how's everybody doing? A lot of going on up here, let me tell you. Big water leak in our bedroom. Um, Luckily today, everything froze overnight, so it stopped overnight. But this morning, luckily, it's now leaking on the outside of the window instead of the inside of the window. So, I'm trying to get a hold of a roofer. I got a hold of one, all right. He can't come out till Monday. I guess this last storm that we got really did a lot of damage to a lot of roofs. I guess I'm lucky I got called back, from what I understand. But yeah, he's gonna definitely come out Monday. So hopefully, I think once we get the roof, once the snow gets off the roof, hopefully we'll be okay. But as long as it keeps leaking on the outside of the window, I don't care. But we got a ruined wall now, and I had to take the air conditioner out of the window because it was starting to leak into the air conditioner, and it looked like Niagara Falls on the inside of the window here yesterday. And thank God my nephew was home. I had to wake him up about 8 o'clock in the morning. We were out there with buckets of hot water trying to get the ice off the gutters, and we got that all done. But I had him go up in the attic, and we got a leak up in the attic. So I got to get a roofer. I don't know how old the roof is on here anyway. When we bought the place 5 years ago, it looked all right, but you know, that don't mean nothing. They could have been 20 years old, so I don't know. I'll find out Monday, won't I? That's not what this is about, though. Sorry to complain, but that's just what's been going on. I haven't been able to build or do anything really. Last couple of days between shoveling and Niagara Falls, and my friggin' back is just junk. But anyway, a couple of you guys, when I showed the beta car I did, the 41 Plymouth there, a couple guys were interested in how I did the weathering on it and asked me if I would do a tutorial. Well, the only problem with trying to do a tutorial, guys, is not that I wouldn't, but I make all my videos with my phone, and that gives me 10 minutes. And there's no way that I can do 10 minutes with this method. So I'll tell you what I did. I'll show you what I did. And I'll try to explain it to you real quick. So let me move you here for a minute. All right. I'm going to show you what I used. The very first thing I did with that car body was to paint it the color I wanted. Whatever you color you paint it. If you want it black, if you want it green, if you want it purple, whatever color you want the base color to be, paint it. Let it dry, whatever method you use. I would not. I wouldn't go through all the trouble of hand rubbing it and glossing it up, because you're only going to be ruining it. But I painted mine with Rust-Oleum. A Rust-Oleum enamel right out of the can. I painted the whole model with that white-blue color. And I just let that dry for a few days because it's enamel. So after I got done with that, after that was all nice and dry, I'm going to put you on wobbly mode for a little bit. Alright, these are the things that I used. After the paint was dry, I took ushi powder. Steel ushi powder. And I rubbed it onto the car where I wanted the metal to look like it had rubbed through the paint. Okay? You can put it on heavy, you can put it on light, you can put it on whatever you want to do. I happen to put it on rather heavy in some spots because I knew I was going to be wiping it off later on. So that was the first step. Okay? Then, my weathering steps. These are what I use to weather. Vallejo aluminum. In this color. Tinny tin. This is another Vallejo color. These are great weathering colors as far as I'm concerned. That's just me. So I dry brush with the silver first. Highlight things, highlight the high spots. And then I dry brush with the tinny tin, which is, matter of fact, I got a little bit here. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but it's kind of like a dark bronze color. It's looking darker here than it is. But, yeah, then I do it with that, okay? So, after I get done doing with those two things, dry brushing, we can get rid of those. I then took a cap and some Elmer's glue. Now, you can use the Elmer's glue straight out of the bottle like I did. You can cut it. You can do whatever you want. Hang on, boys. All right. So, these are the pigments I used. These are all Vallejo pigments. Okay? So I put my glue into a cap, and I took one of these, and I used a little water. I'm sorry. I used some water, put that in a cap, and I wet the end of the Q-tip in the water. Then I rolled it around in the glue, and then I started with the darkest. I started with the darkest and worked my way up. And after I got done dipping this in the glue, I shoved it right into this bottle. And then I took the Q-tip, and I took the car body, and I rolled the Q-tip. And as I rolled the Q-tip, what that did was it started to make a paste. It started to make a paste with this. Okay? So now once I got that on where I wanted it, and I did it a spot at a time, I did a little bit at a time, an area at a time. After I got done putting it on with this, I took a paper towel. And I blotted it. I didn't wipe it. I blotted it. Okay? And I took my next one. I took my next Q-tip. In the water, in the glue, into the next one, into the lighter one. And I did that all the way down the line. Kept doing that. Putting it on, leaving it a little heavy in spots, wiping it off more in spots. You can wipe the Ushi powder off the paint, and you will see the paint right through the Ushi powder, as you guys who looked at my card noticed. So I mean, that's what I used to do that process with, and it was a long process too. It probably took me a couple hours to do that. But as far as trying to make a video, I'm not tech savvy enough how to do it, guys. If I did it, it would have to be, you'd be watching 4 or 5 videos, and I don't want to do that to you guys. It's not a hard process. It's really not. Experiment. This was my first time. I've never even tried that process before. I never even seen anybody do that process before with the glue like that. Maybe there are, but I've never seen anybody do it. So it was just all experiment with me, and that happened to come out good. So I think that's how I'm going to do it from now on. I'll try the next car. Now that I know a little bit more here about what I did, the next one hopefully will come out a little bit better. But that's what I used. That was all the stuff that I used. I got those pigments through Micromark. I mean, you can get the Elmer's glue anywhere. And of course, rust paint. I mean, you can still add that, just for surface rust. But, yeah, that's how I did it, guys. That's how I did it. I've been working on the militaire. I got a good percentage of that done, hopefully in the next couple of days. I got to take today and tomorrow off. My back's just junk. Just junk. So, all right, I'm running out of time. If there's any questions, ask them in the comments. I'll be glad to answer them. But I appreciate everybody, all the subs, all your comments. You guys are the best. Really the best. Peace out, boys.